What a match. What an absolute match that was. That was such a good game to watch. Ulster vs Connacht has just finished. The final whistle's blown. It's 24-26 to Ulster. Ulster getting the win away from home. The way that game started, I did not expect it to end that way. That game swayed in momentum hugely the entire game. I mean, Connacht came out firing with some big moments early on, some crucial moments. I mean, Finley Bealham getting that massive scrum penalty on Ulster's 5 as well to make it 10-0 early on in the first half. Just before half time, Ulster with a huge momentum swing. I'm talking an absolutely massive momentum swing. At one point, it was 10-0 to Connacht, and it ended up being 26-10 to Ulster at one stage. Absolutely huge momentum swing. I think that Ulster bench, especially in the props, really made a massive impact. I mean, the likes of Angus Bell, Werner Kok, and Joan Augustus have been absolutely huge signings for Ulster this season. Angus Bell absolutely came on and dominated at scrum time. And one other thing I've written down here as well is Tom Stewart, the Ulster hooker, really deserves a solid spot in that Ireland team going forward. I think he's such a good player. He's shown his worth in this tournament so far, and I mean he's a guy I'm really hoping to see a lot of alongside Dan Sheehan. I think those two together could be really good as a 1-2 punch in the hookers for Ireland going forward. I mean he's not an old guy either, so he's got time in his career and he's been phenomenal. He really made a big impact in my opinion. And when a player like that in a hooker position, a position that normally gets subbed off, plays for a whole 80 minutes, it just shows their importance in a team. I mean, think of the likes of a Malcolm Marks or a Cody Taylor that plays a lot of minutes for their teams. Those guys are normally very important players, and he showed why he should be in that Ireland team. So the way the game went, there was a yellow card early on in the 15th minute for Murphy. Treacy then scored in the 23rd minute, converted by Gilbert. Then in the 30th minute, a penalty again for Connacht, with the scrum penalty on Ulster's 5 meter line. Ulster's put into the scrum. Connacht get a massive penalty there, and I really thought, okay, Connacht is running away with this game right now. So in 30 minutes, it was 10-0. Right before half time, Ward got the score to make it 10-5. Murphy with the conversion to make it 10-7. Still Connacht in the lead. Ward then gets a penalty, a try later on, makes it 10-12. Aki with a yellow card in 42 minutes. McCloskey was a yellow card in 42 minutes as well. Those two going at each other's necks a bit. Really good to see that there's a bit of competition in that 12 jersey for Ireland. Both really, really good world-class players. I've really been enjoying watching Stuart McCloskey lately, especially for Ulster. I thought he's been performing really well. He's a dominant ball-carrying 12, and I think there's a lot of competition in that 12 jersey for Ireland right now, which is exciting to see. Werner Kok, one of the best signings Ulster could have made. Really good player recently, and he's been playing really well with the likes of a Jacob Stockdale recently. Going over the white line, getting a score, making it 10-17 for Ulster. Murphy getting the conversion, making it 10-19. Then a penalty try for Ulster, making it 26-10. Connacht then getting a yellow card, making matters even worse for Joyce in the 52nd minute. Then Janssen gets a score to bring it back a bit, 15-26, converted 17-26. Another try by Devine, 22-26, converted to make it 24-26. And that's how the game ends, 24-26. I mean, at one stage, it was 10-0 to Connacht, then it was 26-10 to Ulster, then it came back to 24-26, and Connacht just couldn't get it done in the end. But I mean, what an absolutely huge performance. I mean, just looking at some of the key stats from that game, some big ball carries, Sam Gilbert with 15 carries, Sean Janssen 12 carries, Jacob Stockdale and fullback 12 carries, line breaks, Josh Ioane 2. So he made a good impact when he came onto the field. I thought he really changed things for Connacht when he came on. I'd like to see him get a few more starts. Tackles completed, Tom Stewart 18 tackles complete, Harry Sheridan 18 as well, Jean Augustus went off in like the 60th minute, but he still made 16 tackles, the third most in this game, so that was absolutely huge. Turnovers 1, Kian Pendergast 2 turnovers, Zach Ward 2 turnovers, and Nick Timoney 2 turnovers. So some really good performances out there, but wow, what a game for Ulster. What a win for Ulster away from home. I mean, here in my notes, I wrote down that Connacht is a very, very difficult place to play from away from home, and to get a win as well is even more tough. I mean, the crowd is just so against the away team. I mean, it's such a good place to play for a home team, and I think Connacht will really be upset with this one. I mean, they're going to be licking their wounds after this one and trying to bounce back. This is a massive Interpro derby from them, and this game really lived up to the hype. I mean, this is what Interpro derby is all about for Ireland, and I haven't really been a big fan of watching the Irish club rugby, but recently I've changed that, and I've been following Ulster, but obviously I follow all the teams, but I've been keeping a close eye on Ulster, and I've really been enjoying how they play and seeing how the squad is developing. And I mean, it wasn't even all their players. There wasn't even a Balakoon out there tonight. João Augustus went off early with an injury in the second half, so this team can go far and deep into this competition, and getting a big wins away from home like that against their rivals in Connacht, this is huge. I mean, being 10-0 down, I thought to myself in that first half, Ulster looked like they didn't show up in the first 30 minutes. They just didn't look like they were there ready to play. It looked like Connacht was going to run away with it. Then something happened, some spark changed, something sparked this Ulster team, put the momentum on in their side, and then, I mean, the rest is history. I mean, they came back, and this was a really good way and a really good game. And I think this is one of those games I'll remember for a long time, one of those inter-pro derbies. I mean, it had everything from big hits, some brawls, some scuffles, just to show how big the rivalry is. Some players clashing in the same jersey number, playing for an Ireland jersey. I mean, Bundy Aki and Stuart McCloskey, some really good play as well, some really good tries, some really good comebacks, and it was just a really good game to watch. I think Ulster are going to be very proud of themselves for this one. A really big win for them to going forward. They take 5 points away from this game, away from home in a derby. Normally in these games, you just try to survive and see whoever wins, and it feels like it was the same today. Ulster came out on top. They survived this game. Some key moments went their way. I mean, especially thinking about the scrum penalties early on in the second half, especially with the likes of Angus Bell that came on. Tom Stewart, a phenomenal game. Stuart McCloskey played well. Werner Kok, another great game from him. Jacob Stockdale's been really good. I mean, some really big names making some really big cases to play international rugby. Obviously not Werner Kok, but I mean, talking about the Irish guys, they were phenomenal. So yeah, a really good game. I know Connacht fans are going to be very disappointed with this one. I know the Connacht players as well, but they'll bounce back from this. I mean, playing at home for Connacht is like the French teams playing at home. You just don't beat them there. They don't lose there. So them losing this game is going to be a very bitter pill to swallow, but I think they'll take a lot from this going forward. It's still a good performance from them. They just need to be able to hold that lead. Something just switched off in their minds, and then Ulster were able to come back. But nonetheless, this is still a very good Connacht team, and I'm really looking forward to see how they can progress. But on the other side of things, Ulster are really trending in the right direction. I thought they got unlucky last week losing against Leinster. I thought they were the better team, almost beat Leinster in Leinster. Then the week after, having to go play at Connacht, in Connacht, a very hostile environment, and they get the win like that, 10 points down at 30 minutes into the game. So a really big win for Ulster. They're going to be very, very happy with this one and looking forward to the rest of their season. So guys, that's my review for this game. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was a spectacular inter-pro derby game. Really good game. Some really big games this weekend, but this has been my favourite so far. A really good game. Some players really putting up their hand for international call-ups, and I'm really excited to see who Andy Farrell selects on the Ireland team, because there's definitely some names, some new names that should be on that team sheet, and some names that should be in the starting 15 or starting 23 going forward into Ireland and in the foreseeable future. So guys, thanks so much for all the support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I will be doing all the URC games, especially the Ireland teams, the Welsh teams, the African teams, and the Scottish teams. I'll be doing the Six Nations as well, and all international rugby. I'll be covering all those teams. I'll be doing player ratings for the Six Nations, game previews, reviews, maybe some live commentary and watch-alongs. But yeah, just please don't forget to like, subscribe to help the channel grow, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.